Okay, I bought this item off of Tradesy, and I want to try to clean it up a little bit because it has some water spots there. And I'm kind of nervous because I don't want to ruin it. It has a pretty color to it already. It's just not consistent. So if you're interested in seeing this transformation, just keep watching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clean it with a wipe. And then it's unscented. There's not any alcohols in it or anything like that. And then I'm going to try this organic coconut oil and put it on there once it dries, just to kind of see what happens, because I'm curious to try to restore this piece if I can, but I definitely don't want to destroy it. I paid $46 for it, so almost $50. So I'm a little bit nervous, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so here goes nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe it down. And as you can see, it's turns a different color right away. And like I said, these are just like wipies that they're just generic ones. They're not anything that has alcohol or any scent on it or anything like that. It's just a plain old wipey. And so I was really nervous buying from Tradesy. I've heard a lot of bad things about them. And I actually had bought one of these that was brand new, but the stitching was off. It had like 6 stitches here instead of 8. And then it didn't have made in France. It just had Louis Vuitton Paris. And they said it was authentic, but I beg to differ that it was authentic. But I know, and I've heard that a lot of fake stuff is sold on Tradesy, so I definitely wanted to make sure that it said made in France here. And so I'm going to go ahead and let this dry and see where we're at after it dries. And then what I'm going to do is, I saw this technique on a YouTube video where somebody put organic coconut oil on their vachetta and it turned this really pretty color. So I'm gonna see, as I mentioned, I didn't spend a lot of money on this piece, so I'm not really worried about if something happens to it. But I definitely want that honey color to come out, and we'll see what happens here with this. It's drying slowly, and it may stay. If it stays this color, that would be good, because that little stain there came out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens once it's completely dry. So just to give you a closer look, I thought the hardware was really good. And the rest of it is kind of, with these, sometimes the sun hits them in certain places and sometimes it doesn't. So the distribution of the patina on straps like this are really hard to get. And so it's drying. It looks like there were little surface scratches right there. And yeah, that little water stain that was over here kind of went away, but then I didn't really see that one until just now. But I'm excited and nervous to try the coconut oil. I need to find a little cloth to apply it. And yeah, the anticipation is great. So I'm gonna let this sit for like 30 minutes before I do anything else. just kind of see where it ends up. Okay, so this has sat for almost an hour. It's been like 45 minutes. I did find my little cloth that I usually use to clean. I use this cloth for my oil that I put on my luggage before. And this is a really pretty color again, but I can still see that mark there, and then here where it was more profound. And it just has some light colors up here. And so again, I'm hoping that what I'm about to do doesn't completely ruin this. I don't think so. I just really don't think it would. But I'm going to take the coconut oil. Now this is virgin coconut oil. It's unrefined. And I just got the Great Value brand. So that's what I'm using. And then I'm going to put some on this cloth. Sorry if I sound like I'm out of breath, but I'm trying to multitask so many things today. So I'm just going to put this in here. I'm not going to use this for anything else. And I'm just going to try to grab some on this cloth. And then I'm going to start here at the bottom and just kind of polish it on like that. So there's no turning back now. I've gone in, and right away, just like with the wiping, it turned completely brown right away. And so I'm just going to work it into the crevices there. My main goal with this is just to make it all the same color, and not for it not to be so harsh as far as like the water stains that are on it. Just give it that pretty patina color. Just rush that process through putting this stuff on there. This right here is not even patinaed yet, so hopefully it's going to take on the same color. I don't know. I won't know until after I let it sit for a while. So I'm going to go back through and wipe some of this up just like that. Because I did put a lot on there. And just try to pick up some of the clumps that I might have put on there. And let me go ahead and do this back side. I didn't realize how much I hated the smell of coconut until now. Not my favorite. So I want to make sure I get it all over and that I don't miss a spot. So I think I've got it pretty covered. So that's what we're looking like right now. I do notice a couple of spots where it still has a lighter color than not. So I'm going to put a little bit more on those spots. Definitely don't want to get it on the hardware. So that's what we're looking like right now. I'm gonna let it set again and see how this goes, and if I want to apply another coat of this. So yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna let it set for another hour. Okay, so here is a comparison side-by-side video of what it looked like before and then after one applying of the coconut oil. As you can see, it patinaed really well, and I wish that I had gotten the same exact shots, but I didn't. But this is what I used again, the unrefined virgin coconut oil. Okay, so it's been sitting here a while now. As you can see, the coconut oil definitely hit it in some spots more than others, but I really prefer it to be like this than the way it was so discolored. Let me try to face the sunlight here. So I think it came out really good. I'm going to have to debate whether I want to do my luggage. I kind of do, and then I kind of don't. I would want to do it maybe after it's had somewhere, but let me show you guys why I bought this in the first place. Okay, so this is why I wanted this little piece, was because I wanted to be able to attach my purse to the handle of my luggage. Now you can see this one is pre-treated, and it's still, with the coconut oil, this one is still darker than the pre-treated from my giant Speedy Bandolier. And what I mentioned before was that I'm debating whether to do that on these aspects of my luggage that are still very light. So they got all kinds of patina colors going on there, as you can see from this side, that it hasn't really patinaed there, or on the luggage tag had patinaed somewhat on one side, but not the other, because I just have it situated where the distribution of the sunlight is not really good in this room. In fact, I might leave this luggage right here where the sun hits it a little bit better. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. So if you're thinking about doing this process, just be really sure that it's something you want to do. I knew that I wanted to do this with this piece because it's not a really expensive piece, but I really like the way it turned out. So thank you for watching, and if I decide to do my luggage, I'll let you guys know, but as of right now, I don't think that I want to do that currently. Catch you in the next one. Bye.